Wonderful. Awesome. Incredible to be here on this beautiful, beautiful day of life. Another day that we get to live, be, enjoy, and be absorbed more than anything else. To be absorbed in eternity, to be absorbed in light, to be absorbed in the oneness of existence. One of the topics, when I requested some topics a couple months back, I requested of you all that you please give me some topics that would be of interest, or some questions that you had that would help. And one of them was oneness. And so I'm going to address that today in a sort of a roundabout way.
Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others.
Yes, oneness and peace. That's what we're talking about today. There is a group of, they say 19 monks, but I've only counted 12. So I don't really know. But there is a group of monks walking from Texas, 2,300 miles from Texas to Washington, D.C., here in our country. They are walking for peace. They're a beautiful group. If you haven't had a chance, when we're finished here meditating, look them up. They are beautiful and wonderful. And in the beginning of their walk, actually, one of them was hit by a truck and subsequently lost his leg. So he's in a wheelchair for life now. Well, until hopefully maybe a prosthetic can be arranged for him. But he's a young man, actually, lost his leg, and he very happily, very willingly gives his leg, gives a limb for the idea of peace in our world. That's why they're walking. It's called Walk for Peace. In Facebook, you can look it up there, Walk for Peace. They are beautiful. They are being received mostly in a wonderful way. There have been some protests, believe it or not, but mostly being very well received. And so they have inspired my talk today on peace in our world, and how focusing on peace in our world and connection in our world brings about a much more peaceful existence for everyone. You know, it is a truth that there is no you, there is no me. We are one. We are all one. No matter what we might do individually, we're still one. Together, what another person in our world does reflects the consciousness of what is around them. And if we can keep our consciousness as high as possible, if we can embody peace, this is the bottom line. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you now. If we can embody peace within, that influences. It influences our world. It influences one of many that we are connected with, billions, as far as humans are concerned, in our world. You know, I was sitting with my son the other day, and we were talking about some of the unfortunate travesties going on in our world. And it was so wonderful to hear him say, yes, but Mother, remember that it starts with us. And it was so wonderful to hear that from him, because I said, yes, Grasshopper, you have learned well. Because it starts right here. It starts with our hearts. It starts with our minds. The peace in our world is about all of us coming together in one consciousness to raise the vibration of our planet, to raise the vibration of all of those around us. And we do that simply by being that which we wish to see. And we can know peace, we can know happiness, we can know joy by being connected to light, by being absorbed in light. It all has to do with being absorbed in light. Everything else will fade away. Any connection that we have to those that we love, it will all fade away. We will all die. The process for for being human on this planet, everyone goes through birth, growth, maturity, decay, and death. That's what it is. No one escapes it. And so, with our choice to learn to be absorbed in eternity, we then transcend all of this transitional part of our lives, this part that will die. Attachment to others, attachment to things, it will all fade away. So in the meantime, if we can be absorbed, because we don't fade away, yes, we die, but our existence goes on and on and on and on. So to learn to be absorbed in this moment, to learn to be at peace in this moment, is so beneficial for not only you, but those around you, and ultimately for all that we are connected with, in oneness with our world, with our particular world, one of billions, I have no doubt, our world. So our course then, our choice then, would be to know about peace on our own, to have our peace within, to then allow the energy of that peace to spread, so that others would also recognize this peace. As those monks are walking across our country, they are spreading the word and the energy of peace. Under no uncertain terms, they're walking, literally losing limbs for peace. The limbs are transitory, aren't they? They'll come and go. We will not. And so a choice to be made to be one with peace, to be one with one another, is very, very beneficial, isn't it? We all want peace in our world. And the question is how? As one person wanting to make an impact, how can you make a difference? How do we do that? Where so many billions of people are looking for self-fulfillment, sometimes to the detriment of others. How do we do this? How do we find this peace? Particularly in this world, this transitory world, where manipulation, domination, and control can be the operative MO, the operative way of being. So we must begin to remember. That's the idea. You and I. We must remember who we are, where we're from, so that you can then become the beacon of light that you want to see. As the monks walking across our country are trying to show this peace that they hold within, so that all of us can observe, can feel, can be absorbed in this peace. Because it's when you bring more silence, more joy, more peace, and more love to our world, you make an impact. So the idea is to hold it here, to have it here, to embody it here, to be absorbed in light. Because to be able to see more in our world, to be able to bring more peace, joy, love to our world, we must be that. We must be peace. We must be love. And how do we do this? Well, the first thing I would say is by being absorbed. By being absorbed yourself in love, in light, in making that connection with peace, love, joy. We meditate. We become absorbed in the light of eternity as we meditate, as we connect to all of our fellow sentient beings, knowing that we are one. Together, we are one and can have an impact as the beacon of light that we want to see. We meditate to be absorbed. We meditate to gain control of our thoughts, to set intentions for the peace that you want to see. You become the peace that you want to see, the love that you want to see. You become happiness as you master your thinking and emotions. And anyone can do this. This isn't something that's only for the chosen few at all. This is a way to take destiny into your own hands, to become one with all that is, all that will ever be, all that has been. To know this, you already are. It's not that you're becoming one, you already are. It's a recognition of it. A liberated soul sees this. But liberation isn't for the chosen few. It's for everyone and anyone who makes the choice to control their thinking, to meditate, to sit in stillness. It's for anyone who wants to shift their mindset to a more positive, loving, peaceful state. Anyone can do this. First, of course, to hope, to pray, you must embody it. This peace, this love that we talk about. Be willing to change. Be willing to change your mind, change your life, and change others around you on our planet. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. To master your mind is to master your life. And the life of our planet, our world. You can learn to be happy through the practice of meditation and stillness. You can learn to recognize that you are light. You are the light of the world. You simply need to remember. As we hopefully know, you are literally made up of luminous fibers of light. You are that. You came from light, and to light you will return. In between, however, there is a recognition that is needed. And to be able to recognize, meditation is key. To sit in stillness so that your mind becomes clear, so that you focus only on the positive things in our world, so that you become the joy and happiness and love that you want to see. And of course, where do you find this happiness, joy, and love? From Source, from within. You can start by loving more. Learn to love more. See love even in those who are transitory. You can see love in another person's eyes. You can see love in an angelic being that has just been born into this world. You can see love. And so we love more so that we can see more of the love in our world. We learn to be right here in this moment. We learn to be here because in this moment there is only love. The past is dust, the future no one knows. But when you're here in this moment, it is all that exists. It is all that you see. Love, joy, happiness, peace. If you don't see love, joy, happiness, and peace, it's because you are maybe pondering the past or worried about the future. These things will all pass. Anything that you hope to do in this world, any kind of a legacy that you hope to leave, will also someday be gone. All you have to do is look at the pyramids in Egypt to see what at one point in time people built to last. They are chipping away. They are slowly but surely eroding. This is life. Nothing lasts but love. Love lasts. Light lasts. It's who you are. You were, you are, and you will be always. Your energy, your light, has always been and will always be. But it's our recognition of it that matters. And we begin to recognize these things through the practice of meditation. You begin to understand through the stillness, peace, love, joy, light, happiness. You begin to recognize these things so that you can embody them more fully by remembering, by silencing your thoughts. And through this action, you're able to give more. You're able to serve in a more clear, loving, peaceful way. By embodying peace, joy, love, and light, you have an impact on our world, on all sentient beings here on our planet. One of the things that you can do whenever you are wanting to feel or know this peace that I'm talking about is to focus right here. Focus on your heart chakra, where love sits, wisdom sits, purity sits, calm sits. Focus here to know love in an instant. You bring this universal energy to our world, to our existence, to your own being. You combine, you connect your mind to your heart, your physical to your heart, your intentions to your heart. So anytime you're wanting to connect to more love, more peace, more light, more love, more joy, right here. Focus here. And what this does is it opens up, it blossoms the energy of love. It blooms within your being so that you have more of an impact on our world. You shift your thinking wherever you are, in whatever moment that you are. You shift your being to a being of more love. You do this also when you love more. As I said a moment ago, you love more, you give more, you learn to give more attention to love itself in every moment. And this is so easy to do when we bring ourselves back right here to this moment, not the past, not the future, to this moment, focusing on our heart center. Centers your mind, centers your being, and brings your attention back to a more wonderful, loving, happy, peaceful place. Through the practice of meditation, we do this. We assist humanity. We assist all sentient beings when we bring ourselves, when we become what it is that we want to see in our world. This is what happens. When we shift our vision from what our eyes might be looking at to what our heart holds. Love, wisdom, light, joy. For those of you who may be new to the practice of meditation, we have energy centers within our being. I'm focusing in this moment on our heart center. This is where love sits. This is the heart chakra. We have 7 or arguably 8 primary chakras, starting with the root chakra at the base of the spine. Then we go up to where the area where babies are born. Right? This is our creative center, creative chakra. And then we go up our subtle physical spine, or our physical spine, however you want to see it. And we enter the power center, which is an inch or so above your belly button. This is where power sits. And then we bring this energy up to our heart, where love, wisdom, and light sit. Then our truth center. We speak our truth from our throat chakra. Then we have the third eye, where our psychic energy, our intuition sits. Our ability to see, not with our eyes, with our energy, our clear energy, having meditated, having sat in stillness, we see clearly. And then we have the crown center. Our connection, our direct connection with eternity, with light, with source. And so when we focus on any of these chakras, one or a few of them, we open them up. If you're having trouble speaking your truth, if you're having trouble maybe with your voice in one way or another, this is the truth center. This is where your truth rests. And you're able to then express it. So if you're having trouble with that, simply focus on it. Sit in stillness and focus on this particular chakra. If you don't feel like you're able to intuit as well as you would like to, focus on your third eye. If you are having a challenge with love and you feel that you simply aren't loving as much as you would like to, focus on your heart center. If you're a creative person and you write or you paint or you play an instrument or whatever it might be, and you feel that you're not being as creative as you would like to be, focus on your creative center. Rests a few inches below your belly button. This is where your creative sits. If you are feeling like you're not grounded, like you don't have a good stable foundation in your being, focus on your first chakra, where energy sits, to bring more energy into your life, more of a foundation for your being. And then, of course, if you're feeling like your power is waning, focus on your power center. An inch or so above your belly button, focus there to open up this energy center. And then, of course, with your connection with light. If you're feeling a disconnection in any way, focus on your crown center. As a direct connection with light. I'm going to go ahead and, before we begin to meditate, take myself off camera so that we can relax the body. And we're in our meditation today. We will focus on 3 of our energy centers to light them up. Actually, we're going to do a couple of things, but we will be dealing with our chakras today and opening them up so that you might be able to feel. You know, you can actually physically feel some of these energy centers. When you focus on one or all of them, when you interact with them, you might feel your body tingle in a certain way, or you might feel an empowerment, or a clarity, or more love when you focus on one or more of these primary chakras. I'm going to go ahead and take myself off camera. Take a deep cleansing breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. Focus your attention on your eyes and relax all of the muscles around your eyes. As you do, your jaw muscles, your facial muscles will also begin to relax. Relax, relax, relax. If you have any tension whatsoever in your scalp, relax your scalp. Relax your upper arms, your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax your throat. Relax your chest. Relax your back on either side of your spinal column. Relax your abdomen. Release all of the muscles in your abdomen. Relax your hips, your upper legs. Relax your lower legs, your feet and your toes. Relax, relax, relax. We're going to do 2 exercises to begin our meditation today. And then we'll meditate with our music. Our music is infused with enlightened energy to help you to meditate more easily, more deeply. It was performed, produced, composed by a fully enlightened being for this purpose, so that the noise from the outside world, impressions, vibrations from the outside world would be more blocked, so that they wouldn't interfere so much with your meditation practice. In this moment, what we'll do is we'll focus on all of the chakras, our primary chakras. We'll start with the chakra at the base of the spine, the first energy center, and we're going to take this energy all up, all the way to our crown center, and we're going to bring it down. To help, if you would like, the first chakra is signified by a red light. The next chakra, our creative center, in the areas where babies are born, is signified by an orange light. Moving up, our power center, which is an inch or so above the belly button, is signified by a golden ball of light. This is where your power rests. And then we have our heart center in the middle of our chest, signified by a green, an emerald green light. Moving up, we focus on our truth center, the throat chakra, signified by a blue, a sort of a robin's egg blue light. Moving up to the third eye, our third eye is signified, this chakra is signified by an indigo, violet, or white light. However you see it is perfect. And then moving up to the crown center, the crown center is signified by white light. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin at the root chakra and move this energy up very, very quickly up to the crown center, and bring this energy down around our being. Envelop yourself in this. So once again, begin at the root center with the red, then the orange, then the golden, the emerald green, the blue, the indigo, and the white light, and bring this down. Light up all of these energy centers. Let's begin with the root center. Bring this energy up, 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 all the way to the crown center, and now bring it down over your entire being. Feel your light, your energy, your power, your love, your creativity, your foundation, your intuition, your wisdom, your truth, your connection to light. Feel this energy. Once again, starting at the base of the spine, from the root center, bring this energy all the way up through all of the energy centers to the crown center, even up to the 8th chakra, the connection, the direct connection with light, and bring this down around your being. Envelop yourself in your light. Beginning at the root chakra once again, bring this energy up, 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 all the way, and then bring it down. Bathe in your own light, your own energy, your own power, your own love, your own peace. Let's sit with this for just a moment. And for our second exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to begin at the power center, our power chakra, the golden light that rests just a little above your belly button. And we're going to take this energy up to our heart center for purification, for love. And then we're going to take this energy up to our third eye as the indigo, violet, or white light that you may see in the center of your forehead, an inch or so above your eyebrows in the center of your forehead. And then we're going to bring this energy down around your entire being. Focus on the golden ball of light, your power center. Bring it up to your heart for purification. Power without wisdom is not helpful. Power with wisdom, the wisdom from your heart, is very beneficial. So we'll take this energy up to the third eye, where your intuition, clarity, psychic ability sit. And now bring this energy down around your entire being. Continue focusing on your power center, your heart center, and your third eye into the first few moments of our meditation music, and then let go. Let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Now, let's meditate. Namaste. Thank you for being with us today to talk about peace in our world, about oneness, about connection to all that is, to all that has ever been, to all that will ever be, about being absorbed in light, and about becoming the peace that you want to see in our world. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you so much for being with us. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. I'll see you soon. Thanks.